win or lose, we're going to walk out of this stadium tonight with our heads held high.
That is amazing. Wow, what a game. Oh, my.
Unbelievable.
One more for the record books.
Nothing's gonna stop us.
At the buzzer, knocks it down.
Pick is up.
Yes. He made it. Yes. Reverse layup is good with 5 seconds left.
Put 6 on my staff. First title in program history.
Don't call it a comeback.
Being an in-state kid, everything that I wanted in the school was right at home.
Every coach has a toolbox, and every tool is from another coach.
Camaraderie, be able to hang out with each other and be together.
Takes it all the way for the touchdown.
Led by a future Badger.
I'm very excited for this kid because he is brilliant. What an absolute javelin toss. He's going to throw a jump pass and complete it for the 2-point conversion to Hawk.
I mean, we can see a lot of offense.
Put the exclamation point on it.
At the buzzer. Wow. It's good. Oh, my goodness.
Do your best.
Thank you so much for all you guys do for high school sports.
Guys, I got goosebumps.
That's all anybody can ask for.
The biggest games, the most compelling stories, the area's best high school sports coverage. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
The boys basketball postseason underway on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania, streaming on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Good evening, everybody. We have entered March, and with it comes the magic of the boys basketball WIAA postseason. Good evening from Sun Prairie East High School. My name's Jesse Nelson, joined by the Dean of Madison Area High School Sports, Dennis Semrau. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. For nearly 50 years, Zimbrick Honda has provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles, and the trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. If you're in the market for a new Honda or a used Honda, visit Zimbrick Honda in Madison today or online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Dennis Semrau, night 2 of 3 of our greatest weekend of the year when it comes to basketball in the local scene. The girls sectionals and the boys regionals. We had a great one last night in the girls sectional semifinal at Milton High School between McFarland and Elkhorn. And tonight, Dennis, this is not your average regional semifinal.
No, it's still a warm-up. Tomorrow's a triple-header day. Badgers, then sectional final girls, and a regional final boys.
That'll be a big one tomorrow, no doubt.
March 1st.
Yeah, here we are.
What the hell happened to winter?
It never got here outside of that 10-day stretch in January. Hey, enough about the weather, Dennis. Let's talk about this basketball game, because the number 6 seed in this sectional in Division I, the Sun Prairie East Cardinals, finishing in second place in the Big 8 Conference. They get the home draw tonight, but this is an 11-seed Verona team that has a legitimate chance to make some noise in this sectional.
Yeah, they split during the regular season. If you look at what happened, they played just recently, February 16th, and in that game, Trey Poteet went out in the second half of Verona. Sun Prairie East ended up holding on for a 74-71 win. First time they played, Verona won by 9 on January 11th, but in that game, head coach Steve Misselter for the Sun Prairie East Cardinals, Big 8 Coach of the Year, by the way, we came out this week, said the kids, they were down late, and they kind of folded a little bit. It's like, well, we couldn't come back. And he goes, you guys can come back from this. And they proved it when we got to see them play against Sun Prairie West in a thriller last week. Wow. And we don't want to go there that if Sun Prairie East wins and Sun Prairie West, we got our third game of the year this year. But tonight, Verona, that is a major roadblock for the Cardinals.
The Verona Wildcats, 14-10 overall record, finishing third place in the Big 8 Conference with a 12-6 conference record behind only the Sun Prairies. West won the conference. East came in second place. But it is Kurtrell Robinson's second season as the head coach of the Verona Wildcats, looking to make some noise in the dance this year. They lost in the regional semis by 2 points to a good Sussex Hamilton team 1 year ago. What's it going to take for Cottrell Robinson to lead that team to a victory here this evening?
Well, first of all, they're going to need Trey Poteet out here. They're 6'2 junior forward, averaging 19.7 points, 8 boards a game. Missed the last 2 games due to an ankle injury that he suffered in that game against the Sun Prairie East Cardinals. He's just been a demon inside. Cameron Williams, the guy to keep an eye on, though, in both these matchups with Verona and Sun Prairie East, Kamar Bridges-Miller's averaged 16.5 points. When I talked to Coach Messelter yesterday, he said that's the guy they're worried about. He said, I think he scored 31 against us. And he went back, he goes, God, it seemed like 31. It was 17. But still, Kamar Bridges-Miller, we're going to have to wait and see if Trey does make the starting lineup here. We're watching warm-ups. Looks like it's a possibility. He's out there. So I think that's a big difference right there. He's a difference maker. Drew Murphy averaging 23 points a game, 80% free throw shooter, 37% from three-point range. He is a long-range guy, and he's got a little bit more of an inside game this year. Those two guys need to really score for Verona to be effective.
While we're at it, why don't we go ahead and take a look at the Canopy Wealth Management game plan for tonight's game.
This is the PrepMania Game Plan, presented by Canopy Wealth Management. Plan for your future with Canopy Wealth Management. Visit canopy-wealth.com.
All right, Dennis, you were just mentioning the Verona Wildcats. On the road, what's the game plan to a win here at Sun Prairie East?
Number one, play great team defense, control the pace of the game. Sun Prairie East loves to get up and down the court. We saw that 87-86 when they played Sun Prairie West last week. Number two, contain the ball handlers, keep them out of the paint. Gavin Van Wee, Max Reamer, and Max Glusak were just the terror against the Wolves in that game we saw. And also play with a sense of urgency. Hey, guys, it's one and done. You can't come out cold. You can't come out and work our way into the game. You better hit the ground running.
Meanwhile, for the Sun Prairie East Cardinals, a team that started 16-8 on the season, 13-5 in the Big 8, second place in the conference. Head coach Steve Messelter, you said, the Big 8 Conference Player of the Year.
Coach of the Year.
Or Coach of the Year, right. I should say. Player of the Year. If Coach Messelter's winning that, best of luck to him.
That's Chris Davis Jr. We might see him tomorrow night.
We very well might. Sun Prairie West, likely the team waiting for the winner of this game tonight. West taking on Lake Geneva Badger. The Badgers won a football championship in Division II this year. Basketball team looking for a little better success than they had in the regular season when they play Sun Prairie West. Will Sun Prairie East be there? What's the game plan to victory?
Number one, limit points in the paint. Verona loves to get inside. Again, we talked about Poteet on the boards. Win the rebound battle. Need to control 55% of the boards or more. Limit turnovers. In the win at home, they had 6 against Verona. At Verona, 20. That's the difference between a win and a loss.
At Canopy Wealth Management, they have a balanced approach to help guide you through a complex and ever-changing landscape throughout your family's financial planning journey. They'll serve as a partner, advocate, and steward to help achieve your goals with confidence. At Canopy Wealth Management, they believe that values matter and strengthen the community. When you work with Canopy, care, competence, and clarity isn't a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started today. They split the regular season series. Who will emerge victorious and advance in the postseason? The 11-seed Verona Wildcats, the 6-seed Sun Prairie East Cardinals. The boys basketball playoffs starts next on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Hey everyone, Molly Brown from ESPN Madison here. For the best Southwestern food in the Madison area, it's always Pasquale's Cantina for me and my family. Whether I'm enjoying my favorite taco salad, their awesome chips and guac, or one of their famous burritos, Pasquale's is the best for authentic Southwestern fare. Visit one of their locations in Verona or Middleton today, or check out their menu and order online at Pasquale'sCantina.com.
Bringing the flavors of the Southwest to the Midwest. Pasquale's Cantina.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game. So I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Wisconsin at highschoolofficials.com.
Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Jesse Nelson along with the Dean Dennis Semrau. We greet you from Sun Prairie East High School for this boys basketball Division I regional semifinal between the Verona Wildcats and the Sun Prairie East Cardinals. Starting lineups for tonight's game brought to you by Stoughton Health, where they provide trusted care close to home. They're proud to support all of the area's student athletes and wish them all the best this season. From rehab to ortho care, Stoughton Health provides comfort and convenience locally. Visit stoughtonhealth.com to learn more. For the Verona Wildcats on the road tonight with a record of 14-10 on the season, third place in the Big 8 Conference with a 12-6 record. Starting at guard number 3, Trey Poteet. At guard number 11, Bennett Buss. At guard number 15, Cameron Williams. At forward number 20, Drew Murphy. And a forward number 24, Mason Sherry.
We got one change in the Sun Prairie East lineup tonight.
Go ahead, Dennis.
All right, Javian Lithjohan is going to be starting. Originally thought it might be Curtis Johnson. So, otherwise, it's the same crew.
There you go. Starting at guard number 1, Javion Lithjohn. At guard number 3, Max Raymer. At forward number 4, Gavin Van Wee. Guard number 12, Max Glusick, and guard number 14, Tristan Fry. We love the playoffs, and we love the boys basketball regional semifinal. Verona, Sun Prairie East, underway, and the opening tip goes out of bounds. That's how we start at Sun Prairie East High School. The winner advances to the regional final tomorrow night, likely to play Sun Prairie West. We'll see how it all plays out. You will watch tomorrow night's game, no matter the result of either, right here on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Plenty of business to take care of over the next 36 minutes. Verona begins with the basketball, working left to right as you see it on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Driving baseline, kick it to the corner, open look for 3, no good for Bennett Buss, but an offensive board for the Wildcats, and they reset.
And that is Trey Poteet in the starting lineup.
Murphy steps back, and a fadeaway jumper is good for the leading scorer for the Verona Wildcats, Drew Murphy. First team all Big 8, averaging 23 a game, gives the Wildcats a 2-0 lead early.
Yeah, two-time Big 8 first team guy. Well-deserved.
Sun Prairie East battle-tested. They have played a ton of close games this season, including each of their last 6 decided by 4 points or fewer. They have been the Cardiac Cardinals down the stretch of this season. The Verona fans who have made the trip across town here to Sun Prairie cheering on the defensive effort. It forces Gavin Van Wee to take a quick 3 from the left wing, well off the mark. Good defensive stand for Verona. Here come the Wildcats with a 2-0 advantage. Now left is Bennett Buss into the hands of Cameron Williams. Williams working that right baseline, blows by the defender Lithjohn, and Williams lays it in, good for 2. Good start for the 11 seed Wildcats on the road in the regional semi. Into the paint, pump fake 3 contact from Fry, couldn't get it, now more contact, lost it out of bounds. Tough start offensively for the Sun Prairie East Cardinals.
Yep, Verona comes out and makes their first 2 shots. Cardinals miss their first 2.
1 minute and 40 seconds into this game. It's 4-0 Wildcats out of the gates. Regional semifinal, Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. We thank you joining us on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel for tonight's game. 3-point shot, no good. Here comes Sun Prairie East. Glusick, left side of the floor, into the hands of Raymer. Raymer swings it all the way over to the right side. Now working downhill, Van Wee tries to put it in, no good. He's the leading scorer on the year. He and Raymer separated by just a point. Verona comes the other way, drawing contact. Williams to the line. Dennis, the Verona defense stealing the show here in the early stages.
So 0 for 3 from the field, and all 3 shots have been contested. Actually, no foul in that play.
Yeah, I stand corrected. It goes to Sun Prairie East. I thought the official right in front of us called the whistle on the drive inside, but I was mistaken.
Call a turnover.
Sun Prairie East with the basketball. They get the first break of the game. And an open 3 for number 3. Max Raymer, the junior, good from beyond the arc. First points of the game, 2.5 minutes in for the Sun Prairie East Cardinals.
36 three-pointer of the year, shooting 40% from long range. Good guy to take that first make.
Williams looking to find Murphy inside. Murphy's the leading scorer on the year. He's just got the first 2 so far tonight. Shot no good. Another offensive board for Verona. Murphy uses the positioning, did everything but finish. No good off the glass. Rebound Sun Prairie East. The other way, Lithjohn. Kick it to the corner for 3. No good. Short for Glusick. Chases it. Cardinals keep it. Another 3. Lithjohn. No good. Williams gets the rebound. Here comes Verona quick in transition. Poteet with contact. Didn't get the foul, but got the bucket. Big play, Trey Poteet. 6-3 Verona. Usually we say that when he's on the football field, but not a bad basketball player either. Cardinals can't get it. Raymer inside. Here comes Verona, looking to make it a 2-score game. Driving in, Sherry, the only senior on the Verona squad this season, number 24.
A lot of great juniors in this Big 8 conference this year.
Murphy, one of them, couldn't complete the shot. 4 minutes in, 6-3 Verona.
Poteet and Williams right now dominating the boards pretty much for Verona.
Gavin Van Wee with contact gets the bucket to fall and a chance to tie the game at the free throw line. Senior leader Gavin Van Wee. Getting to the hoop appears to be important for Sun Prairie East because they've been cold from beyond the arc to start the game.
Did not see that foul, and they're not putting the fouls up on the on the scoreboard. And actually, there was a foul up on the board there for that previous play. We weren't quite sure. They did put a foul up there.
Those watching on YouTube can tap on the left-hand side of the screen on your phone, go back 10 seconds. You could probably call it better than we could. That's the glory of watching the game on YouTube, folks. Here's the foul, and it sends Trey Poteet to the line.
That would be interesting for item 14.
13:46 to go in the first half. And Poteet shooting 2 at the free throw line. Pretty good free throw shooter, 70% on the season. Poteet's first free throw is up and good. Dennis, we talked about Verona being an 11 seed, even though they finished 3rd in the Big 8 Conference, a 14-10 record on the year. They seem to have been penalized in the WIAA's selection process by playing several difficult non-conference games, including a couple of tournament games, the 608 tournament where we saw them against teams from outside of the state.
Yeah, when you play outside the state, those games just count as 500 records. So you can be playing somebody that's a defending state champion. It doesn't matter. And I think that's wrong. Also, some of the head-to-head stuff. Again, they're just not transparent. I think coaches want to know what exactly is it so we know how to schedule.
Here's a takeaway. Cameron Williams all the way up and good. 9-5 Verona. Nearing 5 minutes into this game, the Wildcats have won the opening stage.
Nice steal and coast-to-coast layup. Way to finish there for Williams. Wondering if he'd come through with a dunk, but no, just take the easy layup.
Verona student section that's made the trip making a lot of noise, cheering on its defense, feeling the momentum here early. Bounce pass into the corner. Now crossing left to right, Van Wee. And prior to the shot, a foul is called on Verona.
That'll be on Murphy.
And they are going to get Murphy for it. Sun Prairie, a team averaging 77 points a game offensively this season. Verona averaging 79. They're a good offensive team. Defense is the difference. Verona allows 74 per game. Sun Prairie East better on the defensive side, allowing 69 a game against primarily Big 8 opponents this year. Driving left side, Fry is fouled, where he'll go shoot 2 free throws. And Dennis, last week Tuesday, we saw Fry hit maybe the 2 best free throws of the season in that road game against Sun Prairie East. 1 to tie and 1 to win in the final seconds.
Yeah, they're good free throw shooting team here. And we'll see right now if Fry, yeah, it was great. 1.7 seconds to go on your rival's court on senior night. Doesn't get much better than that.
Fry, we know he's captain clutch at the line, and he does knock down the first free throw here tonight. 75% free throw shooter on the season. Van Wee takes a breather on the bench. Always interesting when you're playing back-to-back nights like this regional round is, how much you want to try and rest the starters if you're the better seed as Sun Prairie East is, versus how much you need them to play to make sure you survive in advance. So we'll see how long Van Wee takes a seat, with Sun Prairie trailing now by 2 with 12:49 to go in the first half. Just saw Trey Poteet on this end of the floor standing in the corner while there was a momentary stoppage for Fry to check out. He's just pump faking threes from the corner. Very casually, just getting set, mentally visualizing it.
We'll see one of our former prep student athletes, UW Credit Union student athletes of the week, Sam Ostrenga, just checked in.
Cameron Williams lays another one in for 2, 11-6. Verona, 12:20 to go in the first half, and now contact. Williams a little over pursuit near the midcourt circle. UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Dennis Semrau just mentioned. For over 90 years, UW Credit Union has helped Wisconsinites achieve their financial goals at every stage of life, offering great rates for greater possibilities. Join today at uwcu.org. UW Credit Union, proud to support all the area's student athletes, and make sure to listen and watch every week to hear the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week. Coming up at halftime, you'll hear from Kenzie Zimmerman of Middleton High School, this week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
The Bear. Their nickname. Beautiful feed.
Yeah, layup is good for Ostrenga. And I believe, Dennis, I just want to stand corrected. I think they waved off one of the 2 free throws that were made a few moments ago. So 11-8, now 13-8. As Verona gets 2 more, and now Sun Prairie East, a bad inbounds pass from Curtis Johnson, lands on the baseline out of bounds. So the Wildcats get possession after getting 2 points. 13-8 is the score. Lob pass comes into the lane. Kamar Bridges-Miller trying to corral it among the trees down in the post. And he drew a foul.
It's really difficult to figure out the fouls here because the referees, we can't see the hand signals. The PA is muffled and they don't have anything on the board.
Yeah, our apologies in advance for tonight. This is going to drive the statistician Dennis Semrau crazy as we sit in the corner here.
Yeah.
So we'll do our best to bring that to you as we continue throughout the evening. In the meantime, Verona has the basketball. It's Bridges-Miller pulling up for 3, no good, and the Cardinals have a chance to run forward if they take it quickly. Here comes Raymer all the way to the hoop. Contact. Ooh, he landed a little awkwardly. Looks like he's okay. And he'll shoot free throws with the shot missing. 11-18 to play in the first half. 13-8. Verona steadily in command here through almost the entire first half of this first period of play. Raymer, 82% free throw shooter on the season. He and Van Wee nearly identical in a couple of different categories. That's one of them. Van Wee shoots 83% at the line, Raymer 82. Van Wee averages 18 a game, Raymer 17. They are a 1-2 punch atop the box score for the Sun Prairie East Cardinals. Raymer good with both at the line, cuts it to a 3-point game. Winner to the regional final tomorrow night, likely against Sun Prairie West. We'll keep tabs on that game as best we can throughout the evening here on ESPN Madison's YouTube channel. Loose ball collected by the Cardinals. Glusick finishes. 1-point game.
That's the style of play they like. They like to push the pace, take advantage there.
Bridges-Miller, the free throw line extended right position. Now swing it into the hands of Amari Phillips. Phillips dangerously picked up the dribble in traffic, able to get some help. Now gets it back, pump fake in the corner and swing it. Verona patient offensively so far tonight, exhibiting it again on this trip down the floor. Let's see what Mason Sherry, the lone senior on the roster, can do with it. And a timeout is called by Cottrell Robinson and the Verona offense with 10:16 to play in the first half. 13-12 is the score. The Wildcats leading by 1. When you're faced with a challenge, how you respond determines the real winners. Rural Mutual Insurance believes there's something more important than just winning or losing a game. They believe that the team, school, and fans who support their athletes with dignity and class are the true champions. Rural Mutual is the proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Insurance Sportsmanship Award, which started in 1965. From football to volleyball to soccer to tennis, the award recognizes more than team sportsmanship. It recognizes that sportsmanship matters in your community. Visit ruralmutual.com/WIAA and see how their team and your community can work together to be true champions. Dennis, why'd Cottrell Robinson call that timeout?
I think just not happy with their offense. Is just not moving well here. I think and Murphy now just checked back in the game. Might have picked up his second foul, which is why he might have gone to the bench there. We'll have to verify that at halftime. But get him back out there. Leading scorer for both teams, pretty quiet right now. Van Wee with 2 and Murphy with 2. They got to get the ball in Murphy's hands, set some screens for him. Just a pure shooter, and there's the layup attempt. And he got hammered. No call on that one.
Verona keeps it, though. Murphy calling for it in the corner.
Great rebound by Poteet, though.
Phillips, now here's Murphy. Murphy draws contact. They're going to get Van Wee for it. First personal foul on Gavin Van Wee with 9:52 to play in the first half and a 1-point lead for the Verona Wildcats. Verona started the season 5-5. That was their record at the turn to the new year. They have not been able to string a long winning streak together this year. 4 games, the longest winning streak for the Wildcats in this 23-24 campaign. Finished with an identical 5-5 record as they started the season down the stretch to close things out heading into the postseason. Sun Prairie East for the lead. 3-point attempt, no good for Fry. Offensive putback, no. Tapped around. A lot of contact, no whistles. And a third chimes the charm for Max Glusick, the junior.
It went from 14 to 13 to number 12. Right in order. Miss, make. Finally.
And a 14-13 lead for Sun Prairie East. Pass got away, but ends up in the hands of Phillips, who attempted the 3, no good. Van Wee lost it out of bounds, pleading his case that it was tapped away by a Verona defender. The officials not having it. 9:01 to play in the first half, pretty much midway through it. 1-point lead for Sun Prairie East, close as expected in this regional semifinal between 2 Big 8 conference foes. Inbound pass, Poteet, quick release, 3, knocks it home. Verona back on top by 2. Fry now looking for a chance to tie the game. Contact, no foul, and here comes Verona. Poteet wants to take it himself. On the run in the paint, no good. Again, they are letting him play tonight, and even this is called a held ball as 4 different players fell to the floor.
There were two tackles on that play, but they're letting it go.
Possession arrow gives it to Sun Prairie. Wow. We saw it last night also in the girls sectional semifinal. The whistle not very existent, at least early in some of these games in the postseason.
My kind of game, I never would have fouled out. I usually get 4 or 5 fouls a game when I played.
You were worried on being able to keep track of who's picking the fouls up. They're not even going to call them anymore. Oh, look at this play. Wide open down low. Ostrenga lays it in to tie the game. Sam Ostrenga going to play football at North Dakota next year, part of the North Dakota pipeline from the Madison area football players. Ostrenga ties it, and now Murphy gives Verona the lead. 18-16, 8 minutes to go. The answer, Raymer kicks it out to the corner, and a travel, I believe, is the call here on Kavanaugh, another football player. He'll be going to UW Eau Claire along with Sun Prairie East teammate Luke Dam next season. 7:57 to go in the first half, Dennis. Verona in control here.
by 2, but Sun Prairie East is hanging around. Neither team's lighting up the nets tonight.
Your magic number tonight, which has been under scrutiny since it missed for the first time in 7 years last week in the Sun Prairie East, Sun Prairie West game, is 75. Meanwhile, look at this shot from Cameron Williams. In the paint, draws contact, and made the shot as a chance for a three-point play. Cameron Williams, third leading scorer behind Murphy and Poteet for Verona this year. 14 a game, 60% at the line, knocks it home. He's leading the way here in the first half for the Cats, up 21-16. Right side, Raymer.
There you go. That's an easy one. Hand check.
7:32 to play in the first half. And that was the 7th team foul on Verona here in the half, so it sends Raymer to the line for a one-and-one opportunity. A lot of fouls here early on Verona, with Sun Prairie East going to the free throw line with over 7.5 minutes to play in the opening stanza. Raymer makes the front end. He'll get a second. A reminder, you can watch tomorrow night's game between the winner of this game and the winner of Sun Prairie West and Lake Geneva Badger right here on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Subscribe if you have not done so yet so that you get notified when tomorrow's game tips at 7 p.m. Likely at Sun Prairie West High School. Could be at the home building for either of these teams, depending on the result of that game across town. 3-point lead for the Wildcats. Murphy off the mark. Cardinals come away with it. Now it's still loose near midcourt. They get it finally. And now numbers and an opportunity if they could get the look quickly. Van Wee will pull up for the tie. Sometimes the scrum breaks your way. It did for the Cardinals, and they tie the game. But the answer from Williams. 7 minutes to play in the first half, Dennis.
Having the kind of game we saw at the 608 tournament. He's just taking over inside.
Van Wee missed from beyond the arc on a second chance, and Poteet lost it out of bounds. He's a great wide receiver and a great defensive player in the secondary for the Wildcat football team, but that time he forgot to haul the pass in.
Couldn't come up with it.
Full court pressure being applied here by the Verona Wildcat defense. We'll see how it disrupts Sun Prairie East offensively, if it does at all. Approaching 6.5 to play in the first half. Raymer loose right in front of the Verona bench.
Awful close to stepping on the line when he touched that one, but called it off Verona.
Pretty good crowd on hand here tonight at Sun Prairie East High School for this game. Not a capacity crowd, but both ends of the building pretty full. A little more full on the end that you're watching from on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel than it is on the student section on the far end that you can see as play continues, but still a pretty good showing for the student sections here in a postseason contest between two conference rivals. Left side, Van Wee into the paint to tie the game. No good, too strong, but an offensive board for the Cardinals. They keep it. Step in front of the three-point line, and it goes down for Tristan Fry. Low percentage shot, not a problem for Fry to tie the game. Poteet goes into it and draws contact with a foul. Gets the bucket with 6 minutes to go in the half and a chance for three at the line. Poteet is not afraid to just lower the shoulder and go right in. That seems to be what he's trying to take advantage of tonight.
There's that physicality in football. Both teams have it.
And another timeout. We'll take it with them. 30 seconds with 6 minutes to go in the first half. 25-23. Verona leads Sun Prairie East on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Learn from some of the best baseball coaches in the area and find the program that fits your training goals and your schedule. Spots are filling up fast, so visit grbacademy.com to sign up now. That's grbacademy.com. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Jesse Nelson and the Dean Dennis Semrau courtside at Sun Prairie East High School, where the Cardinals trail on their home floor 25-23. 6 minutes to go in the first half, and to the free throw line goes Trey Poteet to try and extend the Wildcat lead. Poteet is a 70% free throw shooter on the season, and he knocks home the extra one to make it a 3-point advantage. Max Raymer across the midcourt stripe finds his teammate Glusick. Max and Max. Here's Glusick off the screen to tie the game. We saw it last week with Sun Prairie East and West, both teams capable of hitting big 3-point shots. And there the Cardinals exhibit it again, but Poteet again with the response. Goes into the paint with the left hand off the glass, good to extend Verona's lead to 28-26. 5:18 to go in the first half.
If Poteet's injured, maybe he should be injured more often. He's playing tonight. He's playing man on fire.
Van Wee had his pass to the corner tapped up into the air. Kavanaugh got it, and now it goes off of bounds off of Verona to stay with Sun Prairie East. 5:09 to play in the first half. Correction, 5:07 to play in the first half. 28-26 is the score. These teams played twice during the regular season. January 11th, Verona was an 82-73 winner on its home floor. February 16th, Sun Prairie East won by 3 right here. They meet 2 weeks later now in the regional semifinal. And another whistle. This one goes against Poteet with 5:02 to play in the first half. That was the last foul to get, or correction, that actually goes against Raymer of Sun Prairie East. I saw the number 3, but I've assessed it to the wrong team. My apologies. That is the last foul to give for Sun Prairie East. Murphy's been cold, and he can't knock that one down. Lithjohn has it the other direction. Raymer downhill, ties it again.
It's going to be that kind of game.
And everyone watching knows exactly what you mean, Dennis Semrau.
Up and down, up and down.
Van Wee into the paint, muscling, couldn't get it, no whistle. Coach Maselter very frustrated. Here comes Poteet for a 2-point lead.
Great outlet pass there by Kamar Bridges-Miller.
4:15 to go in the first half. Curtis Johnson one-on-one on Murphy. Murphy trying to draw the foul, couldn't do it. Johnson couldn't finish. Gets his own board, kick it out, open 3 for the lead. Yeah, look at it. Off the rim, off the glass, sits on the rim and falls. And the Cardinals have the advantage after Glusick knocks home the 3-point shot.
Shooter's touch on that one.
Lithjohn the rebound. Cross-court pass, dangerous, knocked out of bounds. It stays with Sun Prairie East on a 50-50 ball.
I think Critchell Robinson trying to plead his case. Officials just ignore him.
3:44 to go in the first half.
Now we're picking up the offense a little bit here. We're just going to feel each other out.
Regional semifinal in the Big 8. Many thought Verona deserved better than the 11 seed that they were assigned. And Verona on a mission to prove all of those naysayers right. Sun Prairie East throws this out of bounds, and the Wildcats get it back, trailing by 1.
Yeah, this time of year doesn't help. Doesn't hurt to have a little chip on your shoulder, too. Think you got slighted. Coaches use anything to their advantage. Hey, guys, they don't respect you. Go out and prove it.
Bridges-Miller draws a foul. And I believe they have assessed that as a non-shooting foul right in front of us. Javion Lithjohn picks up the foul. And now a one-on-one opportunity, correct, for Kamar Bridges-Miller at the line. Bridges Miller, the junior, wearing number 0 for the Verona Wildcats, gets point number 1 of the night.
And we're tied once again. I have to go back and how many lead changes and how many ties tonight. Nope.
Missed the second one, and a rebound to Gavin Van Wee. Van Wee hands for Lithjohn, who will walk it across the timeline. With 3:20 to go in the first half. Javion Lithjohn, kick it up top for Raymer. Now left side, Glusick. He's been hot a couple of trips down the floor. Gets it back in the corner, now Van Wee on the right post. Gavin Van Wee one-on-one with Poteet. Van Wee battles for positioning, draws the foul on Poteet, and he'll shoot 2 free throws. Before or after the game, Pasquale's Cantina is the perfect spot for authentic Southwest flavors right here in the Madison area. Whether it's to fulfill your craving for red chile, their famous chips and fresh guacamole, or those blue corn tortilla tacos, Pasquale's is the place to enjoy time with friends and family. Visit one of their locations in Middleton or Verona today, or check out the menu and their food online at pasqualescantina.com, bringing the flavors of the Southwest to the Midwest. Pasquale's Cantina. Van Wee hits the first. Now a chance to give the Cardinals the lead.
He missed the first.
Or correction, he missed the first free throw. Now momentary stoppage as Van Wee gets set to attempt the second. He gets that one to fall. And the Cardinals have a 1-point lead with 3 minutes to play in the first half. Poteet for 3, missed it, too strong, but right place, right time. Bridges Miller puts it in for 2. Verona leapfrogs in front. Van Wee, oh, he's open on the left side, easy to the glass. Sun Prairie East's turn to be in front. Murphy, transition 3, no, batted around. Williams gets it and puts it in. Playoff basketball, nothing like it. Back and forth. Verona by 1 with 2:25 to play in the first half. Van Wee, right side, Lithjohn into the paint. Oh, he creates separation, and Javion Lithjohn gets his first points of the night. Sun Prairie East back in front. On the run, laying it up.
Kind of hanging there.
It just sat there. Murphy got the board, and he's fouled. 2:04 to play in the half. I think everybody appreciates just getting a chance to catch their breath. Now 8 fouls apiece for both teams here in the first half. Murphy will shoot 2 no matter what, and he knocks the first one in. Drew Murphy, second time he's been named first team All Big 8. Did it last year in his sophomore season, also this year in his junior season, averaging 23 a game, 80% free throw shooter. Has currently received some Division II offers, including Northern Michigan, Michigan Tech, and Winona State. We'd imagine he might get a little bit more buzz, especially if Verona makes a deep postseason run like they would appreciate doing, starting with a win here tonight. Fry traveled, couldn't find where he wanted to go with it. Back to Verona, 37-36. They're out in front with 1:55 to go in the first half.
And Johnson comes back in here. Doesn't look like a tight end. Number 13. He's a little bit of beef on him there. That coach said he's just been playing out of his mind here the last couple of weeks here. Really been providing the spark for this Cardinal team off the bench.
Left side, Bridges Miller lays it up, no good, and knocked out of bounds. Incoming for you, Dennis Semrau. Little assist for the fellas there.
Nope, couldn't reach it, not in front.
Got to get you better on the hands.
Wasn't close.
Smile for the camera on the YouTube channel.
It wasn't close. I couldn't dive over the table for that.
Come on, extend, Semrau.
3 with a miss and a putback, nope. And another rebound.
Back out to Murphy, another second chance for Verona. It's stripped away. Here comes Sun Prairie East. Lithjohn trying to find the open man, Van Wee in front. Able to shovel it to the corner. Kick it extra, Van Wee for the lead. 1:20 to go in the first half. Pull-up three for Bridges Miller. They left him enough room, and he hits it. 40-38.
I got a feeling we're getting to your magic number tonight. Not by halftime, but boy, have they picked it up here.
1 minute to play in the first half. Van Wee pulls up, contact, no whistle. Ends up in the hands of Bridges Miller, who had it momentarily knocked away. Verona still has it, and Murphy is fouled by Lithjohn. And the Wildcat student section cheering on its squad with momentum nearing the end of the first half on the road in this regional semifinal. Van Wee takes a seat. Again, coming up at halftime, we'll hear from our UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Kenzie Zimmerman of Middleton High School. We'll also get a check of the first half box score, including a check of the foul situation. We'll go check with the official scores, make sure everybody knows what's up on that front. First free throw good for Murphy at the line. 51.7 on the clock, and Verona now with a 3-point lead, looking for more.
Beautiful shot.
And a little extra breather from Murphy, checking out before the end of the first half. I like that strategy from Cottrell Robinson, knowing this game's probably going to come down to the wire. These 51 seconds are not the most important situation of the game. It'll be later. You want to keep your best players fresh for that moment.
Ostrenga once again.
It's a great move by the football player, Sam Ostrenga. Cuts the lead in half from 4-2 with 38 seconds and counting in the first half. Poteet, contact, no whistle. Again, as bodies fall to the floor, it's loose. Poteet, Johnny on the spot. Pull-up three is good for Bennett Buss. The Buss is here. 45-40. Verona up by 5 with 20 seconds to go.
What a way to make his presence felt. First points of the game.
Left side, Johnson battling for positioning. Now kick it out beyond the arc. 7 seconds in the hand of Raymer. Raymer into the paint, made one man miss. 4 seconds. Kick it to the corner, driving inside. Johnson on the run. Couldn't get the shot. What's the call? We had 2 players fall to the floor.
No shot. He's calling it.
So no shot, but a foul goes on Maddox Boato. And so free throws for Curtis Johnson. And there is no time on the clock, so I don't know if they're going to put anything back on or if the teams will simply retreat to their benches. Yeah, they're saying don't worry about it. If he misses this one, that's it, because that would have been a 1-and-1. And so since there was no time remaining on the clock, they pulled everybody away and said that's it. Interesting ending to the first half of action. Verona with a 45-40 lead at halftime on the road in the 6-11 matchup of this regional semifinal. Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. When we come back, we'll hear from Kenzie Zimmerman of Middleton High School, this week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week. You're watching Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
UW Credit Union presents the PrepMania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org.
Hi, this is Dennis Semrau from Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania here on 100.5 ESPN. We're very excited to partner with UW Credit Union to help bring you even closer to the stories of great young student athletes. Each week, as part of this season of PrepMania, will feature the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week. UW Credit Union is proud to support local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. And just like the fantastic student athletes we'll be telling you about all season, UW Credit Union's online banking also goes above and beyond with top-rated service and security that exceeds industry standards. UW Credit Union is here for you, presenting the PrepMania Student Athlete of the Week. Learn more at uwcu.org.
You guys just didn't want it bad enough. That should have been an easy win. What were you doing out there? You got to hustle. You could have made that play if you'd been open.
On the car ride home after the game, when you think you're helping by telling me what I did wrong and what I need to work on, all I hear is that I'm not good enough. that I'm supposed to be perfect, that it's not okay to lose. On the car ride home, all I need to hear is how much you love me and enjoy watching me play. That my worth isn't determined by my performance. That even on my worst day, I am worthy. That you see me learning, growing, and doing my best. And that is enough.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Jesse Nelson and the Dean, Dennis Semrau, halftime at Sun Prairie East High School, where the Verona Wildcats, the number 11 seed in this Division I sectional, hold a 45-40 lead on the road over the 6th seed Sun Prairie East. For nearly 50 years, Zimbrick Honda has provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles, and the trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. If you're in the market for a new Honda or a used Honda, visit Zimbrick Honda in Madison today or online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Dennis Semrau had a chance to catch up with this week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, softball and basketball player from Middleton High School, Kenzie Zimmerman. Let's hear Dennis Semrau and Kenzie Zimmerman now.
Our ESPN Madison UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Mackenzie Zimmerman, the Bear. Your dad called you the Bear. How long has that been going on?
For as long as I can remember. I mean, my dad called me Baby Bear when I was first born, and then as I got older, I graduated to Bear. But since he called me that, and we had so many girls on my youth teams growing up with the same name as mine, he started calling me Bear at sports, which my friends just loved. So now that has caught on, and now I'm Bear.
Now you're a multiple sport athlete. Basketball, and we first met when you were a freshman playing softball. Can you believe this is your fourth year of varsity softball?
It's crazy. Seriously, I remember first time being interviewed by you. I didn't have shoes on. I ran out there in my socks, but yeah, now it's fourth year of softball. It's crazy.
For you, how are those two sports compatible? What do you like about both?
I mean, I've played basketball and softball since I can remember. They're both so different. They just have such different atmospheres, so competitive in both of them, but it's just a different hunger and desire for them, and I mean, they're part of me and I love them.
What do you love about softball?
Oh, softball is it's my happy place. I mean, being outside, there's seriously no better feeling than hitting the sweet spot of the bat, celebrating with your teammates who are some of my best friends, but it's such a rewarding sport to me and I love it.
You told me an interesting story about your grandmother, that you were able to take care of her. That's one thing maybe people don't know.
Yeah, my grandma was a huge part of my life. She's definitely one of my biggest role models. Until I was, I want to say 10 or 11, me and my brother were her only grandchildren, and so we were spoiled rotten by her. She loved us so much, she took care of us. Never had a babysitter because it was always Grandma Shari, but unfortunately in 2016, she got diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. So she has been suffering for that for a few years now. She lived with us after that. In 2016, she moved in with us up until 2020 when COVID hit. She had to move into a nursing home, but during that time period, I really got to become a caretaker for her, do everyday things for her with her. I learned a lot from her. I learned a lot about family and then priorities, what comes first. Yeah, I'm very grateful for her and the time I had with her.
It's all about family, isn't it?
Oh yeah, 100%. I got a big one, so.
When you look at your time in Middleton, what's going to stand out the most? Now, this is the largest high school in the state.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I do say that I walk the same route to class every day and swear I see someone new every single day, but truly I do think we have a great support system here, teachers and staff. I mean, it's very nice that a lot of our coaches also work here. One of our softball coaches has become a huge mentor to me. I have never had an actual class with her. She's a teacher here, but I go to her whenever I need anything. That's Sarah Brunleib. She's a JV coach, but she is she has been through a lot with me, so she knows a lot about me, and she's a great support system. And then just so many coaches who understand what it's like being a student athlete too, so it's great to have them around.
Well, our ESPN Madison UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Mackenzie the Bear. Mackenzie, I hope you have a great rest of your senior year.
Thank you.
The UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Kenzie Zimmerman of Middleton High School, joining the Dean, Dennis Semrau. For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you. Proudly serving Wisconsin for over 90 years. Pop in or hop online at uwcu.org to join. UW Credit Union, proud to support all of the area's student athletes. Make sure to tune in every week to hear the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week. 45-40, Verona leads Sun Prairie East. A check of the first half numbers and the second half of basketball when we return on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Working at a company that truly cares and invests in their employees should never be taken for granted. Work, learn, and earn at the Weld School at Stoughton Trailers. The program includes 1 week of paid training starting at $18 per hour and features small class sizes designed for individual attention. No prior experience is needed because teaching their employees is all part of the Stoughton Trailers way. Graduate into a full-time position in Stoughton or Evansville. Apply today at stojobs.com. That's stojobs.com.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Learn from some of the best baseball coaches in the area and find the program that fits your training goals and your schedule. Spots are filling up fast, so visit grbacademy.com to sign up now. That's grbacademy.com. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the WIAA and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Jesse Nelson along with the Dean Dennis Semrau. Regional semifinal. First half in the books. Second half should be entertaining between the 11-seed Verona Wildcats and the 6-seed Sun Prairie East Cardinals. A compelling first half, Dennis Semrau, up and down, back and forth, however you want to describe it. Sun Prairie East, each of their last 6 games has been decided by 4 points or fewer, and I think we're on pace for more of the same here tonight.
Yeah, it doesn't change any. We had 6 ties, 9 lead changes here in the first half, right down the stretch back and forth before Verona opened up that 5-point halftime lead. Poteet with 15 and Williams with 13, been a force inside for the Wildcats. On the other side, Van Wee and Glusik with 10 each. And here we go.
18 minutes to decide who plays in the regional final tomorrow night against the Sun Prairie West Wolves. Drew Murphy wants it to be his Wildcats. That's now 11 points for Murphy, extending Verona's lead, the largest it's been, 48-40. Sun Prairie East needs an answer. How about Van Wee falling off balance? No, and Murphy the rebound. Van Wee a little slow to get up, getting back defensively. It's 5-on-4 for a moment. Unable to take advantage, the senior Sherry. Rebound to Sun Prairie East. Leading by 8, 17.5 to go. All the way inside, no good, but Fry will get 2 free throws. What do you make, Dennis, of the physicality that these teams have exhibited here tonight and the fact that the officials are really letting it loose?
Yeah, this is a Big 8 conference game. I mean, you like to see this during the regular season. You don't always see it in the playoffs, but, yeah, they're letting them play. We'll see what happens. Last night we thought that. And then the best players for both the girls' teams we covered fouled out. So we'll see what happens here.
75% free throw shooter Tristan Fry hit the 2 against Sun Prairie East last week that tied and won the game with 2 seconds left in that crosstown rivalry. Fry hits both here to cut Verona's lead to 6, 30 seconds in to the second half. Buss, Sherry, and now Williams. Kick it out. Buss wants the 3. No. Again, tapped around, volley, and collected by Raymer. 1 minute into the second half.
A lot of banging around there. Raymer got that rebound and got hit in the back. It still was somehow able to come up with that defensive board.
I feel like every time the ball goes off the rim, and now a foul is called on Cameron Williams, his 3rd personal, something to keep tabs on here as we continue throughout the course of the evening. Every time the ball goes off the rim, Dennis, and it's a free-for-all, it just feels like a boxing match just breaking out in the paint.
It strikes. No autopsy, no foul. This is playing the shell. What do you mean you call that foul?
Everybody's shot goes off the board, and everyone's like, all right, drop them, here we go. And how about that 3 for Lithjohn? Cuts the lead in half from 6-3 with 16:30 to go. 48-45 Verona. Lithjohn 5 points on the night for the senior. Poteet, his expertise is quick responses. And there again, he halts Sun Prairie East's momentum with 2 points. Poteet with 17.
He had a career best 40 against Madison West back in January 16th. He can light it up at any time.
A lot of looks for some football opportunities for Trey Poteet at the next level.
Yeah, when they played Middleton, both the football and the basketball coach from Wisconsin were there.
3-point shot, no good for Sun Prairie East, but they keep it. Fry now swing it all the way over to Raymer in the corner. 15:45 to go in the game, and Raymer pulls it back up top.
Murphy on Van Wee, the 2 shooters on each other.
Raymer wants it himself. Yes, sir. Max Raymer has 11 points. Sun Prairie East has 47, trailing by 3.
And 3 in double figures. Valley, very balanced going again for Sun Prairie East.
Poteet, now Williams. Williams, he picked up the dribble in a dangerous spot, but he found Poteet, who draws contact and gets it to go. Big play, Trey.
And that's foul number 2 on Van Wee as well.
52-47, Verona still out in front on the road in this regional semifinal.
What can you say about Trey Poteet? I mean, he's a gamer, one of the best football players in the country, and his basketball skills are pretty good too.
20 points for Trey Poteet. That's his average on the season. That's what he has in tonight's game with still 15 minutes and change to go.
Yeah, he's playing with a little chip on his shoulder. He went out injured when he got injured. It was in the second half against Sun Prairie East.
Raymer really wanted that 3, couldn't get it, but now gets it back after a turnover by Murphy. Raymer one-on-one with Murphy, down to the post, kicks it out. Van Wee for 3, off balance, no. Murphy the rebound, he'll push left side. 14:50 to go. Murphy, I don't know how he forced that shot up. It was no good. Here comes Sun Prairie East. I think they're all surprised no call was made there. Lithjohn takes advantage with a 3-point shot. 3-point game. Murphy again. This time he finishes. 13 points for Drew Murphy, the junior. Van Wee wanted the 3 instead. Extra pass to the corner, and it's down for Glusick. 13 points for Max Glusick and a timeout. Verona with 14:16 to go in the game. 55-53. The Wildcats lead by 2 in what has been thus far an outstanding regional semifinal.
Trading threes here now in the second half in the last few possessions. Again, we're getting up and down, up and down. Both teams can really fill it up. Coming in, expected Verona to be able to get the ball inside, but the 3-point range right now, Murphy hasn't really lit it up yet. He's got 13, but it's kind of a quiet 13. That's a guy they better keep a hand in the face, because I think he's ready. You saw his rebounding. He got 3 boards already in the second half.
A message during this postseason broadcast from the WIAA and the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. Speeding and reckless driving are leading causes of injuries and deaths on Wisconsin roads. Whether you're an athlete or spectator, control your drive on the roads to keep all travelers safe. Don't speed. Don't be reckless. 0 in Wisconsin. Together, we save lives. That counts for you, Dennis Semrau, tomorrow when you're going from the Cole Center to DeForest to likely Sun Prairie West as part of our triple header. No speeding on the roads tomorrow. The Dean of Area High School Sports. You heard me.
Talking about speeding here, Verona 78 points a game, Sun Prairie East 77. We're going to get there more, so I think we're going to be pushing 90 here before this one's over, the way they're shooting the lights out here right now.
Sun Prairie East 16-8 on the season, Verona 14-10 in the 2023-2024 campaign. The next 14 minutes decide whose season remains intact. Out of the timeout, Wildcat basketball. Williams draws contact. Clock stops with 14:02 to go. Raymer picks up the foul. And Williams will shoot 2. Cameron Williams, a 6'3" junior. 60% at the free throw line this season. Misses the first. A reminder to subscribe to the ESPN Madison YouTube channel to catch all your favorite ESPN Wisconsin shows every single day. That includes Wilde and Tausch from 9 to noon, Kyle Bruston Nortman from 2 to 4, and Rutledge and Hamilton from 4 until 6. Every day streaming live on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. And if you're a fan of either of these teams, Sun Prairie East and Verona, you're going to want to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you're notified about tomorrow night's broadcast in the regional final right here on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Good second free throw on that trip down the floor, by the way, for Williams. And now Sun Prairie East turns it back over to Verona. Murphy, left to right across the paint, did everything but finish. Came up short. Baseball pass to the left side, all the way into the corner for the tie. Lithjohn might have had it partially deflected by Poteet. Poteet calls for it, on the run. Poteet, another chance for 3 at the line. One of the most outstanding athletes we've covered in area high school sports, Trey Poteet. Any surface, any game, he does it all.
And I think that Raymer just picked up his 3rd foul on that drive.
58-53, Verona in front. Poteet a chance to make it a 6-point game. 13-19 to go. Poteet rattles it in. Do the Cardiac Cardinals have it in them again? Their last 6 games decided by 4 points or fewer. A turnover, here comes Murphy. Murphy on the run, contested, but lays it in. And a timeout from Coach Messelter in the Sun Prairie East bench. Sensing a momentum shift drastically, Steve Messelter wants to talk it over with his team with 13:01 to go. 30-second timeout on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
23 points for Trey Poteet tonight, helping propel the Verona Wildcats to a 61-53 lead on the road against the Sun Prairie East Cardinals in this boys basketball Division I regional semifinal. Jesse Nelson, Dennis Semrau courtside with under 13 minutes to go. Out of the timeout, a missed 3-point shot for Tristan Fry and Sun Prairie East, and Verona gets the ball back, Dennis, with a chance to go down the floor and get it to a double-digit lead for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Verona called a timeout. They're on a 6-0 run. Sun Prairie called one to see maybe they could counter it, but Johnson went for that rebound and went off him, and ball goes back now to Verona. Now they want to try to make it a double-digit lead here.
Williams up top for Buss, left side. Murphy for three, no good, too strong. Loose ball knocked out of bounds, last touch by the Wildcats. 12:27 to go. We welcome all of you watching along with us on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Great game here in this regional semi between Sun Prairie East and Verona, the teams that finished second and third in the Big 8 Conference this season. Already a big win for the Big 8 earlier today. A 13 seed, Madison Memorial, went on the road to Muskego and beat the 4 seed. Head coach Steve Collins and the Spartans will play tomorrow in the regional final. Van Wee gets 2.
Yeah, and Spartans playing with a heavy heart today. Steve Collins' dad passed away yesterday, Larry.
Our condolences go out to Steve Collins, who is a good friend to ESPN Madison. We hope to have him be part of our state tournament coverage in a few weeks. Meanwhile, up and down the floor we go. There was an outstanding save along the sideline here right in front of us. I'm not really sure how that even happened. I think it was Raymer who was in on it. Maybe it been Kavanaugh as well.
First and 10 on Prairie East on that one. These guys are diving like it's loose balls on the fumbles on the turf. Everybody's going down for everything.
Verona has it with a 6-point lead, 11:30 to go. Poteet gets it on the run. What a play and what a finish by Trey Poteet. 8-point lead for the Wildcats, the 11 seed in this sectional. Winner likely gets Sun Prairie West tomorrow night. And now the Cardinals lost it out of bounds. Van Wee couldn't collect it.
I'll tell you, Murphy and Poteet, they're beasts. I mean, if they're both scoring at the same time, this team could not be beaten. Then you add in players like Williams inside and Bridges Miller. They're playing all cylinders right now.
Buss for 3, no good, halfway down and out. Van Wee, the rebound.
That's a tough one to take with that lead. But they wanted to get it up to double digits. Kind of get greedy sometimes out there.
Curtis Johnson mismatch here against Brooks Miller. Johnson wants to take advantage. Goes reverse layup. Oh, and Bridges Miller deflected it off the glass. Cardinals keep it. 3-point shot, no good for Glusick. Murphy the rebound.
Strong rebound there for Murphy.
Long pass, soaring up to get it. Williams keeps it. Murphy, kick it around. Buss had a good look at a 3, but he keeps it on the floor instead.
There you go, reset. Don't need to rush here. Pace of the game for Verona. Verona wants to slow it down a little bit. Sun Prairie really wants to pick it up, and Verona's controlled the pace most of the game.
Poteet for 3. First time Verona leads by double digits with 10:05 to go. The 11 seed making noise on the road in the regional semis. Partially deflected shot for Lithjohn, taken the other way for Verona. Williams wanted to throw it down, got misdirected midair. Sun Prairie East comes away with it. Dangerous passes knocked out of bounds by Buss. It stays with the Cardinals, but a good defensive play for the Wildcats. 9:48 to go. Just like last night in the girls' sectional tennis, this is the time in the game that you can feel the intensity and the drama building.
The Wildcats smell blood right now. They're going in for that killer.
And a timeout is called with 9:48 to go. 66-55. Verona looking for an upset win on the road against Sun Prairie East. We'll keep it right here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. For nearly 50 years, Zimbrick Honda has provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles. And the trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. If you're in the market for a new or used Honda, visit Zimbrick Honda in Madison today or online at ZimbrickHonda.com. And a reminder to subscribe to the ESPN Madison YouTube channel for all your favorite ESPN Wisconsin content, including Mr. Irrelevant with Alex Strofe every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12:30, streaming exclusively on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Your pal Alex Strofe will have a call with you tomorrow night. He returns, the much-anticipated return for Alex Strofe and the Dean Dennis Semrau in the booth together for tomorrow night's boys regional final. Shout out to my broadcast partner, Emil Williams Jr. of Bowlstream TV. I'll be up in Ashwaubenon for the state bowling championships on Sunday morning. He's tuning into tonight's broadcast on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Shout out to Emil and the crew. One of my favorite weekends of the year. Out of the timeout, Max Raymer off the glass. No good.
Murphy again with a rebound.
He is so strong down low in the paint here tonight. A couple of extra taps. I thought Verona had a good look at a shot. Instead, they pinball it out to the left wing. Now Williams in the corner. Dangerous pass for Buss, who's able to corral it. Buss weaving his way, pulls up at the line. Shot no good. Again, those loose balls, it seems like everyone's battling so much for them. Here again, after Murphy misses. This time the Cardinals get it. Raymer slows it down across the midcourt stripe. Midway through the second half, 9 minutes to play. Cardinals down 11 on the home floor. And a whistle against Williams, throwing an elbow.
That's his fourth.
Cameron Williams has been a big factor in this game for the Verona Wildcats with 14 points. That's his average on the season. And Williams will take a seat here with 9 minutes to go. Inbound pass comes into the backcourt for Javion Lithjohn. Sun Prairie East wants a date with its crosstown rival Sun Prairie West tomorrow night. But right now they're in trouble, and now Murphy puts a hand up, steals, and scores. Drew Murphy quietly up to 17 points. Bounce pass to the corner, Sam Ostrenga replicates it over into the other corner for Raymer. Raymer one-on-one against the lone senior on the Verona squad, Mason Sherry, and Raymer wins the battle. Much needed bucket for Sun Prairie East to stop the bleeding. 13 points, the largest lead of the night for Verona. It's now down to 11 with 8:15 to go. The 11 seed Wildcats looking for a huge upset win on the road, and Bennett Buss the junior with his first points of the second half. Back to a 13-point lead. Into the corner, now swing it all the way left. Drew Kavanaugh. Now to Glusick. Glusick underneath, Lithjohn. Kicks it for Kavanaugh, using a screen, cuts into the paint, kick it out, open look for three is good for Max Glusick. 4 made threes on the night for Glusick. He's got 16 points. 10-point lead for Verona. 7:30 to go. Poteet, Murphy, left to right, adjusts in the air and hits the bucket. Big second half for Drew Murphy.
He's just dominating inside. First half it was Poteet and Williams. Now it's Murphy and Poteet in the second half.
Raymer finishes. 7:10 to go. It's not like football where you start counting possessions, but at some point you get under 5 minutes on your home floor in the playoffs. And if you're trailing by double digits, you're going to be concerned if you're Sun Prairie East. Bridges Miller with the tap back. 12-point lead for the Wildcats. Across midcourt, Glusick. He's been probably one of the best shooters from deep range tonight for Sun Prairie East. Here's Raymer. With contact, Raymer finishes in the foul. 6:40 to go. A 10-point lead, and Sun Prairie East can cut it back to single digits. Winner of this game advances to the regional final tomorrow night to face the winner of 3-seed Sun Prairie West and 14-seed Lake Geneva Badger. The Wildcats have been in front for the majority of tonight's game, and they've opened things up here in the mid stages of the second half. Sun Prairie East looking to battle back. Jesse Nelson, Dennis Semrau, Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania. Raymer cannot convert at the line. Coming the other way, Bennett Buss for Murphy. Murphy driving inside, lost it. Oh, and a great save along the baseline by Glusick to keep it with Sun Prairie East. Glusick gets it back, has an opening, taking it all the way. Contact, and he'll shoot two. Will Stremlow, the freshman, called for the foul. Clock stops with 6:20 to go. 74-64. 2 free throws for Max Glusick. Knocks home the first. Glusick with 17 points tonight.
Oh.
And a friendly bounce on the second.
We'll take it.
18 for Glusick. 8-point game. Verona in front. Poteet sprinting through defenders. To the corner for Buss. Now Murphy. Back to Bennett Buss. Directing traffic away from the ball as he dribbles near midcourt. Buss bounces. Murphy wants it himself, and he finishes. 10-point lead for the Wildcats under 6 minutes to go.
Magic number?
75. They just hit it. 98% of the time, team that scores that number goes on to win the game. And now a bump will send Sun Prairie East to the line. Of course, Sun Prairie East was the last team that defied the magic number just last week against Sun Prairie West, their crosstown rival, and what may have been the best game we've had all year on PrepMania.
His terminal just checked in and got 2 fouls right away. He's making his presence felt out there.
No more fouls to give for Verona with 5:42 to go. That's something to keep in mind. Sun Prairie East only has 3 fouls, and now a 5-second call. You don't see that too often, especially with the nerves setting in. Sun Prairie East turns it over on a 5-second call inbounding the basketball. A costly turnover for the Cardinals. Can Poteet take advantage? Spins his way, now Buss. Thought he had an open look for a 3. Now Poteet will take it, no good. Loose ball, and now a foul is called. First time for everything. It's called against Verona, and that sends Sun Prairie East to the line on the other end of the floor. They got Bridges Miller.
It's his second and the team's 7th.
5:26 to go. 10-point lead for the Verona Wildcats.
And the bonus here now.
1-and-1 opportunity. Missed. Cardinals get the rebound, though, fighting for it. Ostrenga got it. A 3 for Raymer, no good. Tapped around. Can the Cardinals get it a 3rd time? Yes, but Raymer, falling to the floor, couldn't keep it from hitting the baseline. Verona gets it back with a 10-point lead. And there's this nervous silence starting to settle in on this end of the building where the Sun Prairie Cardinal fans have their domain. The Verona fans with an anxious excitement.
Right, getting pretty close here now. Verona's got to ice the ball a little bit here. 10-point lead, looking for a layup, looking to draw a foul and get to the free throw line. No more 3s, no more missed shots. And now Murphy right there. Tippin'. There you go.
Poteet cleans it up. 78-66 with 4:40 to play. Quick 3. No, not once, not twice. Poteet the rebound. Comes the other way. Poteet fakes the pass, wanted to take it himself, had it stripped. Good defensive play by the Cardinals, and they keep it. 4:30 to go. 12-point game. All the way downhill. Now kicking out Glusick for Van Wee. Van Wee swatted by Murphy. Here comes Buss for Poteet. And a foul is called on Sun Prairie East, sending Trey Poteet to the line with 4:15 to go. Coach Masselter pacing in front of the Sun Prairie East bench with his head down, thinking, what does he have to do? Big 8 Coach of the Year, trying to turn this thing around and get the Cardiac Cardinals one last comeback in the regional semifinal. That'll help. Poteet missed a free throw. For nearly 50 years, Zimbrick Honda has provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles, and the trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. If you're in the market for a new or used Honda, visit Zimbrick Honda in Madison today or online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Poteet good on the second. 13-point lead, matches the largest of the night for Verona. And a timeout. Coach Steve Masselter and the Sun Prairie East Cardinals with 4:09 to go. We'll take it with them on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Working at a company that truly cares and invests in their employees should never be taken for granted. Work, learn, and earn at the Weld School at Stoughton Trailers. The program includes 1 week of paid training starting at $18 per hour and features small class sizes designed for individual attention. No prior experience is needed because teaching their employees is all part of the Stoughton Trailers way. Graduate into a full-time position in Stoughton or Evansville. Apply today at stojobs.com. That's stojobs.com.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Learn from some of the best baseball coaches in the area and find the program that fits your training goals and your schedule. Spots are filling up fast, so visit grbacademy.com to sign up now. That's grbacademy.com. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
An update from Sun Prairie West and Lake Geneva Badger. Sun Prairie West up 49-33 in the second half with about 15 minutes to go. So the Wolves appear to be in control in the 3-14 matchup against Lake Geneva Badger. The winner of that game gets the winner of this game in the regional final tomorrow night. Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania. Jesse Nelson, Dennis Semrau, the 11-seed Verona Wildcats leading by 13 on the road with 4:06 now to play in the game as the pass is swatted out of bounds by a Verona defender.
They say 2 out of 3 ain't bad. An 11 seed here. Memorial already won is what, a 14
seed? A 13 seed going on the road against number 4 Muskego, yeah. Oh, there's a finish by Sam Ostrenga, the football player. Outstanding drive to the bucket. 11-point game. Now can the Cardinals get a stop? They apply some full court pressure. Kamar Bridges-Miller across midcourt into a double team, picks up the dribble, but the Cardinal defenders back off. They left Poteet wide open beyond the arc, and he's grabbed driving inside down near the block. That was a foul to give for Sun Prairie East. They have one more in that department. 5th team foul here in the second half, 3:37 to go. 11-point lead for the 11 seed Verona. Likely a date with Sun Prairie West tomorrow night in the regional final. Poteet all alone for 3. No, can't hit it. And a loose ball tracked down in the corner. Stays with Verona.
I don't need that, Trey. Don't need those threes right now. When you got the lead, just work the clock.
I don't blame him. He was left all alone on one end of the floor, didn't take it. That time he's like, I can't pass this up. I'm too good.
Got time management. Clock is more important right now than throwing up a shot.
Tristan Fry called for a reach-in foul. That's the last to give for Sun Prairie East.
It's his 4th.
Everything from this point on will send Verona to the free throw line. Wildcats looking for a signature win on this season. This would certainly do some wonders for head coach Cottrell Robinson's squad. A young team, just one senior, Mason Sherry. They're returning a lot of experience from players that have been involved in this primary unit the last 2 years.
Boom, there it is. There's the dunk.
Bridges-Miller slams it home for a 13-point lead for the Verona Wildcats. Approaching 3 minutes to go. 3-point shot, Ostrenga, no good. Raymer, rebound, and the bucket. 10 points in the second half, 19 in the game for Raymer. Buss ran into some trouble along the baseline. He's able to get it over to Bridges-Miller. Under 3 minutes to go. 81-70, Verona in front. Bridges-Miller had it tapped away. Cardinals have it. They get a stop. Now can they convert and get it to single digits? Gotta go. Here comes Glusick. Outside, 3-point shot off the front of the rim, no good. Preserved by Sun Prairie East. Van Wee had it tapped out of bounds.
Good save
Stays with Sun Prairie East.
Good save by Glusick there. And then Van Wee was right there and almost lost it out, but it was touched by Verona.
This is a tough place for Lithjohn to inbound the ball. He gets it in cleanly to Van Wee on the baseline. Van Wee driving inside. Kick out Lithjohn for 3. No good. Loose ball. Tapped once. Ends up
Two more
with
bodies
Verona. Poteet the other way
there
for Murphy. Couldn't get it. Rebound Sun Prairie East. Raymer pushes. We've got an injured Wildcat player down on the sideline.
Bridges-Miller.
3-point shot from the top of the key is no good. And a loose ball collected by Buss, who takes one to the face. And that's good to draw the whistle with 2:05 to go. Bring your boxing gloves tomorrow night at Sun Prairie West if it's any indication of what this game has been like tonight. It was Kamar Bridges-Miller, by the way, who was down. He checks out as he limps to the Verona bench. Looks like he was good enough to walk it off, but he was definitely slow to get up.
He was in shock. One, there wasn't a foul called. Two, it's like, wait a minute, I'm hurt.
Bus 1-1. Gets the first. 12-point lead for the 11-seed Verona Wildcats. Felt like they were underseeded in this WIAA state tournament. Misses the second, but Murphy the offensive board. Put back, no. Poteet has it. Poteet goes up. Yes, largest lead of the night for Verona. 14 points with 1:53 to play. And now Verona can't keep it as it falls loose on the baseline out of bounds.
A little back here.
But Sun Prairie East is running out of time. Coach Steve Messelter calls timeout.
You want to talk about Hart, Butts, the smallest guy on the floor, diving. They got a 14-point lead, diving for a loose ball there.
What a game in this regional semifinal. Not sure we saw this coming. We welcome the nearly 200 of you watching live on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Jesse Nelson and the Dean Dennis Semrau, 84-70. Verona, the 11 seed, with a 14-point advantage on the road against the 6-seed Sun Prairie East Cardinals. Dennis, it's not as much a shock as you may think when you look at the seeding. These two teams split the regular season series. Verona arguably played both games better than Sun Prairie East did in this head-to-head contest. And now here, third time's a charm. Verona has a chance to pull off the upset win and play in the regional final tomorrow night.
Yeah, you look at the upset, I don't know. Here's, Verona lost by 3, and Poteet missed about the last 10 minutes of that game without with an injury. He's definitely a difference maker tonight. He's at 33 points right now, and then Murphy has had a fantastic second half. He's at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13, 21 total for him, but he's got 6 boards in the second half. You got a double-double for both Poteet and Murphy, the way they're crashing the boards, and then you add in Williams, who was a big factor in the first half, had 13 of his points, but now it's been Murphy and Poteet show in the second half.
Sun Prairie East has to hurry. Lithjohn gets it in for Van Wee, the senior leader. Gavin Van Wee fighting for positioning and gets 2 points.
He's asking, where's the foul there? Will Stremlow was all over him.
Tries to weave his way through defenders, gets into the front court before he is fouled by Lithjohn. 1-1 for Trey Poteet, a 70% free throw shooter on the season, with the Verona Wildcats leading by 12 with 94 seconds to go. Coming up after the game, we will get the final haul presented by Stoughton Trailers, taking a final check of the box score of tonight's game. Poteet, front end of the 1-1, no good, loose ball. Sun Prairie East needs it, loose. Poteet in there fighting for it. Did he get a timeout called? I saw Buss in the backcourt trying to call it. He did not. Held ball goes to Sun Prairie East. 90 seconds to play now. So the Cardinals got a bucket and an empty trip for Verona. That's what the recipe is to try and mount what would be an incredible comeback. Top of the key, Ostrenga driving in, and a foul prior to the shot. 1-1 opportunity upcoming for the future North Dakota football player, Sam Ostrenga. Clock stops with 1:22 to go. Sun Prairie West in control, 51-33 on their home floor against Lake Geneva Badger. So pretty confident in sharing that the winner of this game will be at Sun Prairie West tomorrow night. That's not official yet, just likely. Ostrenga needs to make the first to get a second. Every point crucial for Sun Prairie East at this juncture. Didn't get it, but he gets the rebound. Outside, three-point shot, no good for Lithjohn. Williams gets it, but Williams stepped out of bounds right in front of the Sun Prairie East bench. So the Cardinals get the ball with 1:15 to go. That's great for Sun Prairie East, but you gotta hit a bucket.
Yeah. Now you want the threes, and they're not going to come for you when you're wishing for them. Hit 4 early in the half, and now they're ice cold from long range.
A whistle
technical
away from the ball prior to the inbound. They're going to call Murphy for it? No, they're going to call it on Van Wee. I didn't see what happened, but Van Wee is called for a technical. No, just a
foul.
A foul away from the ball. My apologies. So 1-and-1 for Drew Murphy on the other end. That's not good for Sun Prairie East. Murphy's an 80% free throw shooter. Of course he misses. Lithjohn gets it coming the other way, down by 12. Minute 10 to play in the season. Using a screen, pull up 3, too short. Williams the rebound, and he's fouled with exactly 1 minute to go. They're starting to sense it in the gym here at Sun Prairie East High School. The 11 seed Verona Wildcats appear to be destined for a date with Sun Prairie West in the regional final tomorrow night. Williams will shoot 2 no matter what. Double bonus the rest of the way. Even if it wasn't, he would have gotten it, hitting the second or the first of the 2 free throws. 15 points tonight for Cameron Williams, 13 of them coming in the first half.
Yeah. He was dominant when they needed him to be in the first half. And makes the free throws now when they need him to.
Matches the largest lead of the night for the Verona Wildcats, 86-72, with under a minute to play. Glusick up top, 3-point shot is short. Murphy fighting for the rebound. They fall to the floor. Hasn't been a foul all night. Held ball goes to Verona with 46.6. And they can sense it. Coach Masselter calling off the Dogs. Checking out of the game, many players for the final time. Van Wee comes out. Curtis Johnson into the game, a senior, as well as a few other seniors getting potentially one final chance for some playing time. Drew Kavanaugh is on the floor. Reed Sogstad, a junior, checks into the game. Lithjohn is out there, he's a senior. And now a few more checking in to get the ovation that they deserve from the Sun Prairie East faithful here that have come out to cheer on their Cardinals. Heck of a bounce back year for Sun Prairie East. Last year they were well under 500, 8-18 overall. They were 5-15 in the Big 8, 9th place in the conference in the 22-23 campaign. Coach Masselter turns them around into a second place team this year with many returning players, not all the same like Verona will have, but many of the same players will be back next year, looking to keep the momentum going for the Cardinals. 3-point shot, no good. Williams the rebound, kicks it out in front for Bridges, who tries to throw it in. Didn't do so as he tried to put the exclamation point on it. Poteet has it with 25 seconds, and he is willing to dribble out the clock, it would appear. Murphy has it with 20. Murphy kicks it to Buss, and they're gonna let this run out. Cheers from the Verona student section. Buss hands it to Trey Poteet. Had a heck of a night. All the Wildcats celebrating tonight. Verona to the regional final. The 11 takes down the 6. Take that for seeding. 86-72 the final score.
Tell us how you really feel about seeding there, Jesse.
The Verona Wildcats advance to the regional final tomorrow night. It'll be the 3rd place team in the Big 8 Conference, Verona, and the 1st place team, the conference champion of the regular season, Sun Prairie West. When we come back, Dennis Semrau will present the final haul, brought to you by Stoughton Trailers, and we'll get a little preview of tomorrow night's game between Verona and Sun Prairie West. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it yourself at 2 convenient Madison locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Honda certified technicians handle it all. You can even get flexible payment options. Fix your car now and pay later. Apply online to see your options in seconds with no hard credit check. Make your service appointment online at ZimbrickHonda.com. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Hey everyone, Molly Brown from ESPN Madison here. For the best Southwestern food in the Madison area, it's always Pasquale's Cantina for me and my family. Whether I'm enjoying my favorite taco salad, their awesome chips and guac, or one of their famous burritos, Pasquale's is the best for authentic Southwestern fare. Visit one of their locations in Verona or Middleton today, or check out their menu and order online at PasqualesCantina.com.
Bringing the flavors of the Southwest to the Midwest. Pasquale's Cantina.
Hi, Dave from Canopy Wealth Management here. Our team has years of experience, which has prepared us to guide you through your life transitions and help you achieve your financial goals with confidence. We're fiduciaries and will never back gimmicks or instruments that chase single-day returns or put your long-term goals at risk. At Canopy, care, competence, clarity isn't just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
The GRB Rays have established themselves as one of the top baseball programs in the Midwest and the country. GRB Academy offers training programs for players of all ages and skill levels. Learn from some of the best baseball coaches in the area and find the program that fits your training goals and your schedule. Spots are filling up fast, so visit grbacademy.com to sign up now. That's grbacademy.com. GRB Academy, baseball for the serious player.
Hi, it's Eric from Canopy Wealth Management. We're an independent, fee-based firm specializing in customized investment management, tax-aware wealth planning, and personalized client service. We're a steward along your financial journey because you deserve more than a run-of-the-mill experience. Canopy Wealth Management. Care, competence, clarity. It's not just a tagline, it's a promise. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Wisconsin at highschoolofficials.com.
Jesse Nelson, Dennis Semrau wrapping it up on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel, where the 11 seed Verona Wildcats come on the road and take down Big 8 foe 6 seed Sun Prairie East by a final score of 86-72. It will be Verona and Sun Prairie West tomorrow night in the regional final. We'll talk about that matchup in a moment, but first, a check of tonight's box score with the final haul brought to you by Stoughton Trailers. Since 1962, Stoughton Trailers has been a family-owned and operated business with competitive wages and excellent benefits, plus growth and advancement opportunities. Stoughton Trailers is an exciting place to grow your career. Join the collaboration, innovation, and dynamic team atmosphere at Stoughton Trailers, with positions now open in production, operations, finance, sales, engineering, supply chain, and more. Go to stojobs.com to apply today. On behalf of Stoughton Trailers, best of luck to all the teams remaining in the postseason. Stoughton Trailers, big opportunity. Dennis Semrau, take it away. Let's start with the winners, the Wildcats.
Well, first of all, one of the keys was winning the rebounding battle. Need to control the boards for Sun Prairie East. Did not happen tonight. Trey Poteet, the man, the legend, Mr. Magic. 33 points, double figures, more than 10 rebounds. 21 points for Drew Murphy. He was a beast on the boards in the second half. He had 16 for Cam Williams, 10 for Kamar Bridges Miller off the bench, and 6 for Bennett Buss. 15 of 24 from the line at 5 threes, but 86 points. That's above their season average. I think they'll take that, average about 79 a game. On the other side, Sun Prairie East, led by Max Glusik with 20 points, Max Raymer with 19, Gavin Van Wee with 14, and then you had Javion Linjon with 8. Off the bench, Sam Ostringa with 6, and starter Tristan Fry with 5 points. 10 of 16 at the line. And I'll tell you, one of the keys for Verona, they needed to play great team defense and control the pace. They did it. They needed to contain the ball handlers and keep them out of the paint. They did it, and they played with a sense of urgency. 3 for 3. The other hand, Sun Prairie East did not limit the points in the paint, did not win the rebound battle and the turnovers. Sometimes the best made plans go awry.
Sun Prairie East season comes to an end, 16-9 overall record. Dennis, they finished second place in the conference in the regular season. Coach Steve Messelter wins Big 8 Coach of the Year honors, very well deserved, an outstanding season. First team all Big 8 season for Gavin Van Wee, second team all conference for Max Raymer. A couple of great players. Sun Prairie East will bring a lot of talent back next year, but of course this is not the ending that the Cardinals were looking for this season.
No, you get Max Raymer back, who is second team all conference. He'll be back next year. Glusik, he's been honorable mention the last 2 years. Curtis Johnson, Tristan Fry, but lose some pretty big seniors. Gavin Van Wee has had a great year. Their football connection, Sam Ostringa, Drew Kavanaugh, and Luke Dam. When you split the schools up, a lot of the bodies ended up going to Sun Prairie West, and some guys needed to step up. And you see that turnaround from last year, 5 and 15. What was it, 3 and 15? 5 and 15 in the Big 8, 18 overall. I'll tell you, that's a pretty good turnaround for the Cardinals. They'll be back next year.
So let's talk about the game tomorrow night. The number 11 seed, Verona. The number 3 seed, Sun Prairie West. They played twice this year in conference play. Sun Prairie West won 102-86 on December 8th. Sun Prairie West won 99-85 on January 30th. Can Verona get them in the third meeting tomorrow night?
I'll tell you, Chris Davis Jr. and Trey Poteet, it's showtime, baby. I'll tell you, and then Drew Murphy. Verona's got a really good nucleus here. You look at Poteet, Bus Williams, Murphy, Sherry, and I think the ace off the bench, Bridges Miller. That could be the X factor tomorrow night for them. And I'll tell you, with the Sun Prairie West, we just saw them, and as good as they are, I'm going back here to look at their lineup from my scorebook back there. Sun Prairie West, it was 43 for Chris Davis when we had him against Sun Prairie East. A guy to keep an eye on there is Haney. He had a great, Tyler Haney, he had a great matchup when Verona played Sun Prairie West the first time. We saw them at the Verona gym. But Chris Davis Jr., 41 points a game, and you got Poteet. Wow, and Poteet was a question mark coming in. He got hurt against Sun Prairie East. I think he was playing with a little chip on the shoulder. But now that quick turnaround tomorrow, I hope we'll see how he responds. He came out on fire tonight. No dunks.
That's all right. I think we'll have a few tomorrow night.
Yeah, that was good, though. We had a couple tries there at the end, but you got to win the game. All it is survive and advance. And the Wildcats are there. It's the Wildcats and the Wolves. Oh,
I'm not sure what the forecast is for tomorrow night, but the stars will be out.
Oh, boy,
at
Davey,
Sun Prairie West. Trey Poteet and the Verona Wildcats, Chris Davis Jr. and the Sun Prairie West Wolves, perhaps two of the most electrifying players in the area, going toe-to-toe in the regional final tomorrow night. You can watch it right here on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. Again, if you're a Verona fan, you want to watch that game tomorrow night. Heck, if you're a Sun Prairie East fan, you may know half the kids playing for Sun Prairie West. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get notified when we go live tomorrow night. Alex Strofe and Dennis Semrau will have the call at Sun Prairie West High School. Dennis, you and I will be at the girls' sectional final tomorrow at DeForest Area High School.
Oh, boy, I tell you.
What a game. Number 1 seed Oregon, number 2 seed Arrowhead going at it for a trip to the Resch Center in the state tournament tomorrow afternoon.
Oregon perfection, 27-0, trying to get one more game. They were due to go to state in 2020, and the pandemic wiped out that appearance. So that program has been hurting since then. And I'll tell you, just Adam Wamsley, the head coach, has done a great job with that team. And Arrowhead, they are for real, too. So we're going to have a heck of a matchup tomorrow afternoon. But first, the Badger game at 11. I got to go see that, Be More for More for Howard Moore. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
We're going to honor Howard
It'll be
tomorrow.
a special game.
Special game. But nothing beats sectional finals.
Best weekend of basketball all year continues tomorrow with a doubleheader on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania right here on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Madison YouTube channel. For nearly 50 years, Zimbrick Honda's provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles, and the trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. If you're in the market for a new or used Honda, visit Zimbrick Honda in Madison today or online at zimbrickhonda.com. Once again, the final score tonight, the 11 seed Verona Wildcats come on the road and get an 86-72 win in this Division I boys basketball regional semifinal over the 6 seed Sun Prairie East. For our video producer Hunter Vaughn and for the dean Dennis Semrau, my name's Jesse Nelson. PrepMania continues with a doubleheader tomorrow, beginning with the girls basketball sectional final between Oregon and Arrowhead. As for this game tonight, that will do it. Verona advances to face Sun Prairie West in the regional final Saturday night. This has been Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.